Hello, if you're a dog walker running groups of dogs, and to me a group is anything with 2 dogs in it or more, then do you know what? I'm really pleased we found each other, because I would love to be able to support you and help you and just see you be amazing at your job, right? You probably already are, but I'd love to see you be like super amazing, right? And be super confident in yourself that you are. So, little bit of background. Who the blooming heck am I yammering on at you? I'm Rach. I run 2 dog companies at the minute. I run Bob and Pal's Dog Walking. Bob is my lad. And I run Focus Dog Training, right? So I started out dog walking after I was a nurse. I was a children's nurse, and then my hands stopped working. My thumbs don't work very well. And so I ended up leaving nursing. I started walking around the woods, and I thought, I'll be a dog walker, because, how hard can that be? Oh my gosh. What? How wrong was I? Dog walking's really hard, isn't it? It's really, really, really hard, right? You get all these different dogs from all these different places. You've got to take them out in the world. And here's the kicker, right? You go into somebody's house. You have a key for somebody's house. You let yourself in. You take out arguably one of the most precious things that they own. You take it to somewhere public and you let it off a lead. And then they argue about your prices. Flipping heck, your responsibility. My goodness, it is. The job is hard. It's really hard, right? But it's brilliant. You're outside all day. You're surrounded by dogs, and it's fantastic. And when it goes well, it goes really well. And isn't it just? Oh, it's great. But the thing is, I'm one of these people that needs to know all the answers. I like to make sure I'm doing everything as well as I possibly can do. And my background in nursing meant that, reading a load of stuff and learning didn't scare me. I wanted to do it. So I went off on a mission, because my groups were pretty much all right. They were all right. They mostly came back, and they were, but I went off learning, and I ended up accidentally becoming a dog trainer. Because there's no courses for dog walkers. There certainly wasn't at the time when I was knocking around. There's no courses for dog walkers that teach you how to be great at being a dog walker. You end up just paying all the money and becoming a dog trainer, right? And the truth is, I didn't really want to do that, but there I was, right? But what I did get from this was this desire and this burning drive to go and learn how to be amazing at dogs, but in a group setting. Because one of the questions that I asked on a really big dog training course was, I asked the instructor, I've got a dog in a group that I think could really respond to this training. How would you do that in a group? And he looked me in the eyes and he went, you can't do that in a group. And I was like, oh, right. So what I actually did was I made it a mission of mine to go and take all of the information from these dog training courses and figure out how to use that in a group. And that is what I've done. And that is what I would like to give you. So you don't have to do all the hard work. I have done it for you. And here's the kicker. I have trained multiple people now to walk dogs for me. I no longer do the dog walking in my company. I have staff that go out and do it, and they are amazing because they have been trained using the same methods and the same techniques that I have worked through and done. And it is beautiful. Our groups now are so safe, so secure. They are a joy to walk, and I would love to gift that to you. So, Dog Walkers Workshop. It's really not cleverly titled because it doesn't need to be. It is exactly what it says on the tin, right? If you're a dog walker and you want to learn some skills, you're going to come along to the workshop and you can have a great day, right? It's a day's course. It's me. I'm yammering on at the front of the room for a day. I've got loads of stuff that I want to share with you. I want to share with you how dogs learn. How do they actually understand the world? How are they figuring things out, right? And with all of that knowledge, what we're going to start unpicking is all the things that you're seeing in groups. Why are they shouting in the van? Why is it so blooming hard to get them to stop shouting in the van? Why do some of them play keep away at certain points on a walk? How do we get them to stop playing keep away on certain points on a walk? How do we get them to do what we wanted them to do in the first place? There's all these techniques and stuff that we hear out in the world, but what actually works? And better than that, what works in the group environment too? Because they can do it when they're in a solo or when they're with their family, they can do it, but they struggle to do it in a group. Why? We're going to look at the principles of keeping groups calm and settled and how that helps them engage with us. Games. I am going to take you outside and we are going to play some games. It is not just me stood at the front of the classroom droning on. There's a fair bit of that. I want to get a load of knowledge in you, right? But also we're going to go outside. We're going to have dogs there with us. If you want to bring your dog, please do. It's brilliant, right? And I'm going to show you what to do. And not only that, I'm going to prove to you that it works, because none of these dogs are going to know each other. And by the end of the day, they're going to be listening to you and really chill all around each other. It is gorgeous. Now, things you need to know. I am a force-free, science-based trainer. What that means is I don't use any intimidation. I don't force dogs into doing things that I want, either physically or scare them. I'll never put them in a situation that I think they're worried in. So it's all very positive. We use a lot of rewards in our training, and I'll tell you why. I go through force-free and what's not force-free and why I make those decisions and all those sorts of things as well. So that's important for you to know as well, so that we can make sure we're ethically aligned before we spend time together. there's not much else to say, is there? It's just brilliant. And you can hear how excited I am about it. The day is a group of dog walkers sitting around, and I get people who have been in the game for years, like me, but also people who are just fresh starting out. And the perspectives and the experiences around that room when you guys start sharing is just incredible. We're going to take some of your genuine problems, bring them to me, bring them to the table. We will talk through them, and I will say to you, right, this is how I would manage that. If I was that dog walker and I was in that situation, this is the stages that I would go through to manage that as well. So please, if you can come and join me, please do come and join me. What an absolute treat it will be to have you there. The information is all on the website around us. Clearly I am hosted on a webpage at the minute. The information for the course that's coming up next is on here, and so is your ability to book in. Please, I would love to see you. If you've got any questions, reach out, ask me. I am absolutely all yours and all ears. Hope to meet you soon.